Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lions Den with another news and commentary. I have some breaking news coming out of the continent of Africa. I want to give a shout out to Dr. Mumbi from the Dr. Mumbi Show for her reporting this, from where she's at in Kenya, Africa. And I want you to check her videos out. She is really amazing, really amazing. Now, with that being said, remember I told you when this has never happened before that the AU, which is the African Union, has condemning the United States of the death of George Floyd. Now, for the first time, the president of Ghana, named Nakafo Addo, himself is condemning, and this has never happened before. He himself is condemning the death of George Floyd in the hands of the police here in the United States. So I'm gonna go ahead and read his Instagram, and this is what he said. He said, "Black people the world over are shocked and distraught by the killing of an unarmed black man, George Floyd, by a white police officer in the United States of America. It carried with it an all too painful familiarity and ugly reminder. It cannot be right that in the 21st century, the United States, the great bastion of democracy, continues to grapple with the problem of systemic racism. On behalf of the people of Ghana, I express my deep condolences to the family and loved ones of the late George Floyd. We stand with our kith and kin in America in these difficult and trying times, and we hope that the unfortunate tragic death of George Floyd will inspire a lasting change in how America confronts head of the problems of hate and racism." And that's from the president of Ghana, Nakafo Addo. See, ladies and gentlemen, the world is watching, and everybody knows what's going on here in the United States. You got other countries that watch. I mean, people has the internet. It's like just like we do. People has YouTube just like we do, and they see what is going on here in the United States. And I heard that some countries are now having travel restrictions, traveling into the United States because they fear that their citizens might be in danger either by the protests or even by the National Guard or any federal troops, decided, to do what they do with the protesters. See, this is why I said, ladies and gentlemen, that we're not alone with this. We're not alone. Because you got European countries supporting us, you got Canada supporting us, you got the continent of Africa, some African countries are supporting us, and you got Australia, even Muslim and Islamic countries, the Middle East is supporting us, even Palestinians are supporting us right now. Because they feel the wrath of what's going on between them and Israel. And Israel supporting us as well. So all countries together is supporting what is going on here in the United States when it comes to George Floyd. Now, for the first time ever, countries around the world, including the continent of Africa, are condemning what the United States has done with George Floyd. Now, as I reported, Donald Trump, is going to threaten to send U.S. military to combat the protesters and try to crack down, the protests, the riots, etc. But again, I told y'all, the world is watching. And, we, as an American citizen, we appreciate countries around the world that support our struggle, that support the death of George Floyd. And we need even more support. And everybody want to know what's going on with the UN, with the United Nations. Are they going to do something with this? See, this is really important for people to really need to be watchful on. Because you got the president of Ghana, and again, you never notice that any African leaders talking criticism of the United States. We have never heard anything like that. So now you have the president of Ghana issue a statement on Instagram, and I heard there's going to be more African leaders to come is going to follow suit on this. See, This is why I said, and I mean, it may take the UN to come in and say we condemn the United States of the death of George Floyd, and it may happen. See, we see people. We have to understand that just like we watch other countries of what they're doing to their people, other countries are watching us of what they doing, what we doing to our people. This is how it is. When you have the internet, when you have YouTube and other World Star Hip Hop and other videos like that, they're watching us. And when Trump threatened sending U.S. soldiers to compact protesters, this reminds you of the third world country that does that. And one thing about other countries, they do. I mean, they really do not like people telling them what to do in their country. But when you do the same thing, that's when they be even more offended. So I like to applaud the president of Ghana because he really you don't even have to do that or make any statements on that, but to him making statements on condemning the United States government of the death of George Floyd, that's that's I'm really appreciative to him for saying that and to give the support of the United States of our people for the situation we're going through right now. So don't be surprised as more African leaders like Nakafor Adu is going to release a statement themselves about what's going on here in the United States with George Floyd. And they're also going to probably do solidarities and protest themselves. But to see the president of Ghana saying this is really huge to the people of the continent of Africa and other countries around the world. Y'all let me know what you think about this. Like, click subscribe, and remember to click the notification bell for all the news and commentary. With that being said, the Lions in signing off. Deuces.